Niger State government reinstate government commitment to revamping the state government-owned media organizations. Niger State government says it's ready to provide good governance, especially on the areas of health, education, agricultural, and urban renewal, among others. Niger State House of Assembly received an executive correspondence from Governor Muhammad Umar Bago concerning the issuance of £70 billion bond. Good day, viewers. You are watching Flash Art TV News. I am Tijani Abdulbaki Abdurrahman. Now, the news in full. Niger State government has reaffirmed readiness to revamp the state government-owned media organizations. Farmer Muhammad Umar Bago stated this when he received the national leadership of Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union Ratau at Government House, Mina. The report.
The former governor, who made this known when he received the national executive of the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union, Ratahu, on a courtesy visit in Government House Mina, he disclosed that the state government is currently doing a power audit of some state-owned media organization to identify view to transitioning them from the national grid to a mini grid.
We are currently doing a power audit of Radio Niger and some of the government facilities in a view to understand some of the obsolete items we have that are power consuming. Power has become very, very critical, and as such it must be managed very, very well. So we are trying to transition from the grid to mini grids, but we can't do that unless we understand the real need of power in these facilities. You know, with our Honorable Commissioner that has been working assiduously very well, with our great team, you know, we're going to make sure that Radio Niger and the Radio Niger Television, NSTV, is revamped and brought to light.
The former governor also expressed his administration commitment to partnering with the media to create better public awareness and understanding of its programs and policies.
We're going to continue to partner with you so that the common man will understand policies of government. We must give preference to workers who burn their lives and livelihood just to make this nation and this state stand. So Niger State is a labor-friendly government, and we are very proud about it. As a government, the priority number one is the welfare of its citizens. So labor is not out of it. And I want to encourage you to continue to support government in nation building. Is very, very important.
Speaking to newsmen, the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Ajia Binta Mamman, reiterated the commitment of the former governor in collaborating with the media, adding that the revamping of media organization in the state is apt will allow for a wider reach and proper dissemination of information on government policies.
Another welcoming development that we pray that inshallah, if this come to bear, that much will be seen in terms of policy of the government, disseminating information to the people at the grassroots and for people to know what the government is doing, because the government-owned media is a government property and they are there to propagate what the government is doing. So if that is being taken care of, I believe that people will begin to understand what government policies are, and that will really go a long way for the state.
Earlier, the National President Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union Ratahu Comrade Kabir Garba, who was in Government House for visit, applauded Governor Umaru Bago for his developmental strides and his compassion for workers in the state. He stated that their visit was to commend him for the ongoing reform and support for the media sector in the state, as well as explore partnership in cultural promotion, capacity building, and professional development for state-owned media workers.
We are confident that under our dynamic leadership, Niger State will continue to be a beacon of progress in Nigeria and a beacon of hope.
The chairman, Nigerian Labour Congress, Niger State Chapter, Comrade Abdul Karim Lafene, in his remark, appreciated the governor for always granting audience to the union when the need arises, adding that the giant stride he has attained in the state in making sure that the labor union and workers in the state do not suffer has ended him to so many unions across the country. I am Zainab Abdullahi reporting for Flash RTV.
Niger State government reinstates commitment towards ensuring good governance, especially in the areas of health, education, agriculture, urban renewal, among others. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Binta Muhammad, stated this while addressing journalists at the post-ESCO briefing at Government House, Mina. The report.
Commissioner of Information and Strategy, Binta Muhammad, who was speaking at the post-ESCO briefing, said the Bago-led administration is determined to provide impactful programs through strategic partnership. She said the administration remains resolute in delivering on its mandate.
Our administration remains committed to delivering good governance through impactful programs in education, health, infrastructure, urban renewal, agriculture, security, etc. We have launched several initiatives which are already yielding positive results across the state. These chairs or furnitures will be distributed to all the schools in Niger State. And these furnitures are not the conventional furnitures that we know. These are special furnitures that Niger State government, through the leadership of our principal, His Excellency, who is always out there to bring the best to Niger Light. And in no distant time, these furnitures will be distributed across the schools in Niger State.
Speaking of his ministry achievement, especially as it concerns investment, Commissioner of Industry, Trade, Investment and Private Sector Aminu Suleiman Takuma, represented by his Permanent Secretary Hamza Sarki Bello, said the foreign visit by the former governor has continued to attract investors to the state. According to him, the state government is setting up an agro-processing zone and CNG plant in Lambata, Gurara local government.
Of agro-industrial park and the CNG gas plant that is coming up in Lambata. We are in discussion with an investor. I do not want to preempt that MOU, but we're hoping that it's going to cost about $200 million to establish this very agro-industrial park. It's an industrial park, but it's embedded with so many other activities, and that's why we're going to have the CNG gas plant. We hope to conclude that discussion hopefully before the end of this month.
He said the state has also concluded arrangement with a developer to develop Madela market, while an investor is also developing the Niger fertilizer.
We are also aware of the Madela market in Suleja. The Madela market, that's the former market that was by the roadside, and under this administration, an executive order was issued for all people to market the roadside and allow free movement. That again, we have received an expression of interest from 2 investors or developers. A discussion is ongoing for us to meet up with the procurement procedures and processes, and for us to select the comparative and the competitive investor or developer that will actually develop that place. So we are in discussion with them, and we've reviewed some of the drawings and the cost analysis to that.
On 5-star hotel, he said the government is spending about 5 billion naira on the project. Mardia Aminu Kofaruguga, reporting for Flash RTV News.
Niger State government has approved 6 months maternity leave for breastfeeding women in Niger State Civil Service. Former Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago disclosed this during the State Executive Council meeting in Government House, Mina. Said the 6-month maternity leave is aimed at affording women ample time to take good care of themselves and their newborn babies, and to also make them more productive when they resume. The former governor directed the head of service, Abubakar Sadiq Idris, to work out modalities for proper implementation of the policy. The policy was approved by the former governor as part of efforts aimed at protecting maternal and child health in line with international best policy. The Niger State House of Assembly has received an executive correspondence from Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago regarding the issuance of a 70 billion bond. The correspondence was read during today's plenary by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Afiniki Eunice Dauda, who presided over the sitting. According to the correspondence, the State Executive Council at its 55th sitting on April 2022-2025 deliberated and approved the issuance of 70 billion out of the 100 billion Niger State 2025 bond raise program. The bond issue aims to finance critical projects in healthcare, education, infrastructure, water supply, and inter- and intrastate connectivity. The Governor has requested the House to issue a resolution approving the condition of necessary documents for the bond issuance. After the reading, the Deputy Speaker referred the correspondence to the House Standing Committee on Finance for further legislative action. In another development, the House received a private member bill presented by Honorable Murtala Adamu Badaru, member representing Suleja constituency. The House commended debate on the second reading of a bill to establish the Niger State Facilities Management Agency. After deliberations, the bill was referred to the House Standing Committee on Works and Infrastructure to report back to the House in 2 weeks for further legislative action. And with this report, this concludes the size of our bulletin. I am Tijani Abdulbaki Abdurrahman. Don't forget to follow us and like our social media handles: Facebook, Flash R TV, YouTube at Flash R TV, Instagram, Flash R TV, and Twitter, which is X, at Flash R TV News. Thanks for watching.